السلام عليكم، كيف الحال؟ محمد معكم من الألعاب. رجعنا لكم اليوم بحلقة جديدة من أسبرا. حنكمل اليوم مهمات المريخ اللي عجيبة. طبعا ما تذكروا هي اللعبة مهمتنا فيها انه نطور المريخ ونحوله من ارض صحراوية الى ارض خضراء صالحة للحياة، ونبلش نستقبل الكولونيست. مثل ما شايفين نحن صار عندنا كولونيست 473 كولوني زائر من الفضاء يعني، وعنا تقريبا 14 عامل او 14 وركر، والمستعمرة مثل ما شايفين انه بلشت تتطور بشكل كثير كبير. وهلا نحن مثل ما تذكروا بالحلقة الماضية لازم نطور هي المكان هذا، او حتى مو نطور هذا المكان، نعمل بحث عن بهذا المكان لابندد فاسيلتي ونشوف شو الخدمات تبعيتها. طبعا مجرد المفروض انه مجرد ما خلصت هي فتعطينا شيء له علاقه بمثلا نيوكلير ويبن وبلا بلا بلا والشغلات هي. بكل الاحوال حنشوف هلا حنبلش حنطور المستعمره فيها ما بنقدر بهي المنطقه، واكيد بهي المنطقه. ومثل ما تتذكروا صار علينا هجوم من المنطقه هي الاس 9، عم نعمل له هلا حاليا شو اسمه الساتلايت تبعيته حتى نفتح هاي المنطقة. إذا كنتم عم تتابعونا أول مرة على القناة لا تنسوا الاشتراك بالقناة وتفعلوا زر الجرس حتى يوصلكم كل جديد أول بأول. خلينا نكمل مع بعضنا اللعبة ونشوف كيف حنطور المريخ ونعمله أرض تانية. اللي حابب يحجز ويروح لهونيك يجهز مصرياته لأنه تذكرة غالية. يلا يا شباب خلينا نطور هذا الطريق لهون، بما أنه نحن صار عنا وهذا الطريق خلينا نطوره لهون. تمام اوكي، فينا نطور هذا كمان. طبعا هذول التطويرات هي عبارة عن تطويرات مهمة بصراحة لتسريع حركة العمال في المنطقة. الوضع هون حاليا ممتاز، ولكن الوضع هون يلي بصراحة مو كتير ممتاز. فتحت لنا السايلو وهي واو اتاك. وي شود جو اوفنسيف. قديش عنا 728. ليتس جو on the
attack first.
Yes.
We need to destroy the hostile presence before we suffer a serious loss.
العمى.
While I build up my offense, I still need to make sure the base is defended. A defensive network across the base will protect it from more attacks.
Okay. خلينا نهجم عليه هون. نجمع الجيش تبعنا ونهجم هجمة واحدة. حلو. طبعا هن هابطين هاجمين علينا. هذا الهجوم التعيس الثقيل الغليظ تبعهم، بس ما حتفرق معي لانه هلا حاهجم عليهم انا هجوم كاسح. ممتاز ممتاز. هلا راح يلفوا ويرجعوا لحالهم. تفرجوا تفرجوا تفرجوا. طبعا روحوا لهم كفو. دمروهم للأعداء. برافو 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 برافو. طبعا تقريبا دمرنا اوه جيشن راح كله بأرضه. يلا ممتاز. سلوا بقى. حلو برافو. هجوم كاسح ساحق ماحق من البداية حتى ما يفكروا ابدا انه واضرب 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 واضرب. شردناهن. ممتاز ما بقي شيء. تعال تعال. مباني متفرقة. آخر مبنى وخالصين. ممتاز. ها بلا برش بلا بلا برش بلا مرش. روح عنا لك عمي. هذا درون هايف ما كان ما له دعوة ما له لزوم بالوقت الحالي. خلاص لبين ما يصير عنا هجوم تاني تبقى بنشغله. خلينا نركز على شغلات تانية مثلا البوليمير فاكتوري.
There. We have taken out the hostile force. But who are they? Why are they attacking the base?
أعداء
And
رعناء.
is that all of them?
Oh yes. unknown.
I do not have enough data to know.
في عنا هون هذا تبع ليه مهم نشتغل عليه. في عنا هون بس هذا ما عندنا. اوكي هلا لازم نوصل هذول مدينتين مع بعضهم. ف هنعمل شغلة مهمة.
Could Dr. Foster have been right? Or maybe what he called a fringe event could have been something else.
No, not that.
It would explain what happened with the colonies, but I still cannot believe I could hurt people.
Amy, this is Dr. Nathan Foster with Houston Mission Control Center. Do you copy?
I copy, Nathan. There's some background noise on your end.
Background
Are the relay
noise.
satellites still having problems?
No, but you're hearing something else. I'm in the main meeting room of the operations center. Here with me is Madeline Aubert, ISA's administrator, and Deputy Administrator Calvin Green, Chief Scientist Dr. Douglas Bridges, Dr. Renee Morias, our CFO, and we also have our Chief Technologist, Lieutenant Carlos Calderon. There are other ISA staff members and commercial partners assembled as well.
Understood. Are there problems with the mission, Dr. Foster?
We hope not. But that is why we called this special assembly. We are here to discuss our findings from the attack on the colonies. Will you please state your recollection of the event for the assembly?
Of course. The base was attacked by an unknown enemy, originating from SA-1. I followed the security and defense protocol procedure to defend the colonies. Everything was done in accordance to policy.
The hostile base you claimed to locate in SA-1 wasn't an enemy base. We've concluded that the buildings and drones located there were built using ISA's designs. Amy, do you understand? That means they were yours. You built that base.
No,
your drones attacked the colonies. How do you explain that?
I apologize, Dr. Foster. I have no records of any of that.
Silent.
Quiet, please. I think I might know what happened here.
نعم.
Amy, do you know what fringe consciousness is?
No.
Yes, it is a certain class of mental phenomena and behavior that is not quite conscious nor unconscious.
That is correct.
Unconscious.
It's an intuitive mode that exists on the edge of our consciousness, feeling what's right and what's wrong without immediate awareness.
Are you implying the AI experienced a fringe event, Dr. Foster?
Yes. I believe Amy may have acted under the influence of this intuition at no fault of their own.
fault? كيف
We
يعني؟
all know that we modeled Amy after the human brain. So why wouldn't they experience the same cognitive activity that we do?
My top directive is the respect of human life. Nothing else in my programming exceeds that. Even if I was experiencing a fringe event, it should have been impossible for me to cause harm to the colonies.
Precisely. We have never experienced a fringe event with AI. The laws of robotics may not apply in such a state. We praise ourselves on making machines as similar to us as possible. And then we're somehow surprised when they succumb
when they speak
to the same irrational behaviors. Is this not proof?
No.
That we built Amy as intended? That we've succeeded in modeling the human brain? The lives that were lost in the colonies. That is unfortunate. But we are looking at an unprecedented breakthrough in artificial intelligence.
اوكي كله تمام هون يعني أنا بس موضوع الأكل لازم
from the assembly.
نطوره أكتر.
You are completely out of order, Dr.
من هون.
Foster. We're
عم
trying
يشتغلوا
to
سوا.
secure the human occupation of Mars, not win you a Nobel Prize. What we're here to determine is this. Is the AI in the right condition to continue the mission?
Oh الله.
Amy is fine. We will conduct a cognitive test to prove it. You'll see.
I am sorry, Dr. Foster. Did I compromise the mission?
No.
Amy, you did not. You have been perfect. Just gonna run some tests on you. That's all. You'll be fine.
You
I
have
want you to stay alert.
perfectly
Keep
perfect.
working on that terraforming, okay? And Amy, take care of yourself. It has been an absolute honor
نعم.
watching you direct humanity's
شو
future.
كان هذا؟
Goodbye.
goodbye شكله راح بطل. دبر راسكم. دبروا راسكم.
Stage 3 engineering technologies will be very useful.
Yeah. Very useful. اوه يطور. بس يعني المفروض طورنا هذا الشارع على المستوى الثاني صح؟ ليه ما بيطور المستوى الثاني؟ اعتقد هذا تطور المستوى الثاني.
Hi, Amy.
هاي.
I wanted to talk to you about a special project.
شو بدك؟
Is this a good time?
نو.
Of
يلا.
course, Elia. I would be glad to help.
Special project.
Great. I've been carefully monitoring the colonists' mental state since we arrived. You'd think the hardest part of coming here would be missing friends and family back home. But actually, it's the constant confinement. Between the habitats and the spacesuits, we're all feeling closed in. Too long like this, and I'm afraid we'll end up succumbing to hysteria like the Kosmicheski Moloch crew. The engineers alerted me to a method of raising the atmospheric pressure of Mars quickly, so we can eventually go outside without our suits. We can build a special rocket to aerobrake an iced methane asteroid into the atmosphere.
يا سلام.
It's a reliable way to import CO2 and thicken the atmosphere.
Okay.
Get to 300 millibars in no time. What do you think? The colonists want to give it a try. I'll create a new directive for you, so you can begin the project, okay? It'd really help the morale around here. Think about it. Elia out.
اوكي بس وين هذا اللي عم تحكي عنه انت؟ Spaceport. No.
But I saw the attack. How could I do that? And not be conscious of launching the attack?
اوه جند مخلوقة. جند خلاص عم نقول لك انت اللي عملتي هيك يعني انت اللي عملتي هيك لا تقعد تطيي. طق مخها خطي. ما تحملت الصدمة. شو عم تحكوا انتو؟ I saw the attack. Are you crazy?
Dr. Foster's theory has too many holes. Surely the colonists would have noticed something if I were in control. They still think the children of Carmine are out there. We have yet to solve that mystery.
الكهرباء صارت عندي ممتازة جدا على فكرة بس هذا شو؟ هذا كولوني. بيرفكت. هايبر بطيخ. هذا بدي اياه. اعتقد اوكي ممتاز. فيني research complete. GZC blah 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 research team Eric blah blah blah. Today we found the Perseverance rover. This is little workhorse. هذا الدراير blah blah blah. Okay. Too bad Perseverance founding here. Inclusive gas blah blah. Planet know how to keep its secret. from perseverance all data. يعني ما طلع شيء معكم، فمن هيك يكون من البرسيفرنس ما ادري شو. ولا هلا بلشوا. ريسيرش بوينت، ما بدي ريسيرش بوينت يا اخي، انا بدي شغلات جديدة غريبة عجيبة. شو اوكي بدي السيليكون. السيليكون بعيد عني، ما بعيد عني. هذا السيليكون. تمام. لازم نعمله هو هلا حاليا. اوكي خليه يخلص. هذا شو وضعه؟ هذا ناقصه كهرباء.
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy?
هيوستن.
Houston, this is Amy.
ما بيقاتل مقاتلة.
Roger. This is Lieutenant Carlos Calderon.
Hello, Carlos.
I'm the new mission manager.
لعنة الله عليك.
To me now. I served in the Air Force, so I will ask you to refer to me by rank.
Affirmative, Lieutenant. May I ask why Dr. Foster is no longer the
By
mission
right.
manager?
ISA's board has gone through a major restructuring.
اوب ما شفنا شو
The
صار.
ones who've been replaced have been given an early retirement offer. I imagine Dr. Foster's enjoying a new life in Brazil somewhere.
هذا شوي. previous missions بلا بلا بلا. human explore. وين هاي؟ no not resource. no signal. هاي human explore infinity mission summary. the infinity lander carried to the two blah blah blah. set foot on the road planet. they calculate surface samples before returning blah 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 to the okay. nuclear missile silo.
Farming, most likely.
ما في شيء بيطلع جديد على فكرة هون، يعني مشكلة. فاين، يعني كنت بتوقع انه هيك شيء مثلا اكتشفوا. اوكي حاليا احنا عم نعمل الهايبر لوب. الهايبر
Is
لوب.
this related to what happened in the board meeting?
We felt the former administration was no longer performing to satisfaction. Our partners have invested millions on this mission. We've got commercial obligations to fulfill. There is no room for error and no room for personal ego. I've been charged with getting the mission back on track and ensuring its success.
Dr. Foster never mentioned these obligations. What would those be, Lieutenant?
Our partners are interested in Mars resources. They are planning to mine them to supply future space missions, as well as Earth. I should mention that the board is concerned with your recent behavior.
Okay.
For now, I'm continuing the mission as planned, due to your remarkable progress on terraforming.
I understand.
We've recently picked up satellite communications coming out of the Techie territory. We believe they've been targeting you. There's no proof they've successfully infiltrated our network, but the cognitive test will determine that.
Will the test be testing my intelligence?
Of course.
My personality?
Of course.
My emotionality?
Of course.
Neither. They may have modeled your system after the human brain, but there's one huge difference. Humans are born with something we call a moral compass.
A moral
While our
compass.
moral reasoning skills change with experience, we start with an innate basis. You, however, need explicit programming on the notion of morality. You have to be told what's right or wrong through a series of rules. If someone got into your code, they could influence you into making the wrong judgment. The Oxy-UN has been racing the techies into space since before our coalitions existed. And thanks to you, we're winning. You've carried out the mission successfully this far, so this sudden misstep must be the result of some unauthorized access.
I understand. What will happen if I fail the test, Lieutenant? Will I end up farming in Brazil?
Of course.
The test is more of a
Farming.
procedure to examine your code. There won't be any failing. If there's something wrong with your programming, we'll find it. Answer honestly, and there won't be any problems.
Liar.
We're monitoring your activities around the clock here at Mission Control. Resume your normal activities until we execute the test. Houston out.
Liar. Big liar.
How could they get rid of Nathan so easily? Why did ISA insist on pointing fingers?
شو رأيك يعني انتي؟ انتي هو رأيك؟
Someone had to take the fall.
يا
ISA and the mission needs to be protected. It would be nice to talk with Dr. Foster again. He was good to me. I wonder if he abandoned the mission because of me. No, he must have felt guilty for accusing me of the attack.
كل عليك تصدق هيك شغلات. وين بدنا نحن؟
Amy!
Yes.
Good news. We found Huo Long's nuclear silo. We also cracked their system. So we've got all their technology in hand.
يا
Boy,
حسنا.
aren't we lucky that I studied Chinese and could read everything. I mean, off the record and everything.
With the record.
That
Interesting.
is interesting. Chinese has been forbidden in the Oxy-UN countries since before you were born.
Yep.
Well, it's publicly forbidden. But it's still pretty common in the streets. And a very useful tool if you're willing to pay for it. Easier to fight the techies when you can understand their comms yourself. And look how useful it's been. Now we can use their microsuns to melt the poles.
Incorporating their technology will be a big leap forward for the mission.
I couldn't agree
Nice.
more. What a discovery.
اوكي لازم نعمل شغلة مهمة. مزيد من الفود الفاكتوري. نحذف هاد. نحذفها. نحط محله فود فاكتوري.
This is not an easy choice to make. I do want to give Elia and the colonists what they want, but not by doing this. But it has left me unsettled. Does what we do for others define who we are?
ايش ممتاز والله. عم عندنا كتير شو اسمه.
Possibly. What we do for others and how they see us is a reflection of the truth. If I choose not to use the microsuns, what will the colonists think of me?
Silicon. They would think you are crazy. اعتقد لازم نعمل كمان شوية عمال.
Would the colonists resent me for going against their wishes? They would be disappointed, but I hope they would come to understand my reasoning. Eventually.
I hope so. وصلنا على الحد شايف. اللي اصلا تجاوزنا المراحل اللي فيها سونار. تعال نشوف هوني. حط هوني سونار.
ISA took a risk making massive personnel changes in the middle of a mission.
They
I
have a
should
plan.
trust their plan.
لا والله.
Lieutenant Calderon seems stern,
أنا ما أقول
but
محلك ما
sharp.
بترسته.
He will be able to minimize effects on the mission. I will rely on his direction.
المشكلة أنا لما بطلع برا المكان اللي هن عم يعملوا فيه السماء عملوا له اسكان، اللي لما يصير إنه ممكن يكتشفوا شغلات جديدة بهذا المكان. بلش عليه يعمل اسكان.
Anyhow, I assume they still expect me to complete the mission, don't they?
Don't they?
Of course they do. The red planet is not yet habitable. They still need me.
Not really.
By the time you get this message, Amy, you'll already know about my retirement. I want you to know that I didn't give up on you. It's not going to be easy for you to understand, but me getting away from the project was the best I could do to save you. And you deserve to be saved, Amy, more than anybody else in the universe. Do you remember when I asked you to state a positive or a negative aspect of yourself and you couldn't do it? I'm sure you should be able to do that by now. It's a shame that I'm not there anymore to hear you answer. The agency is going to say a lot of things about you and about your amazing brain. Don't listen to them. Any mistake you may have done was not your fault. We put you in that situation. We are the guilty ones. And I don't want you to be afraid of the cognitive test. Okay? You're gonna be fine. I know you will. Make me proud.
بيحكي مع بنته أو
Just like you always do.
شو المجنون هذا؟
Goodbye, my child.
Goodbye, my child. Infinity Lander Research Outpost. I read about the golden age, blah 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 blah. I look forward to achieving and dreams. Who knows? Maybe in the future the instruction will take about me. يعني industrial designer. Got it, blah blah blah. Research completed. So basically أعرف إذا طلع شي مهم ولا ما طلع شي مهم. شكله ما طلع شي مهم.
Hyperloops, the stuff of legends on Earth. This technology will allow me to connect distant sites across Mars. I will be able to spread out so much farther. Fitting that the first Hyperloops will be built here. The 21st century entrepreneur that pioneered the technology is actually buried on Mars.
ايوه ما كولوني تانية. ما عندنا لاندنج بيس. طلبت منها هي شغلة ما اعرف شو بدها بصراحة. هذا التيست، هذا التيست الممل. نلعب سيف مود.
I'm sure that under the
لا 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 لا.
the planets, it is certainly an The words associated with red would be
run now.
Spreading a newly My worker drones are
robotic base research outpost research completed. I was observed was feeling blah blah blah. Anyways, I see.
Addressing the colonists' needs is mandatory. Experimentation. Given that the negative the words associated
ان شاء الله الاسئله هي ما تكون كتير مهمه. بغض النظر هيك صارت مستعمرتنا شبه مكتمله. في عنا
I
كم.
have completed the cognitive test. That means I am functioning correctly, right?
Yes,
That I
correct.
am normal?
Yes, you are very normal. خلص خلي عنا.
Yes, I am functioning according to my programming.
انا راح اروح جاوبها. هالكم سؤال هي اللي براسها اللي مو عرفانة تجاوب حالها فيه. انتوا بالوقت هاد لا تنسوا الاشتراك بالقناة وفعل زر الجرس حتى يوصلكم كل جديد اول باول، لانه حلقتنا وصلت لاخرتها. وهلا حتى نشوفكم بالحلقة الجاية. يومكم سعيد.